Have you ever, and I know the answer to this is yes, but have you ever had one of those days where a bad day goes from bad to worse, and all you want to do to melt those troubles away is eat and eat and eat? Well, that was my day yesterday. Currently, I'm on day 9 of my alternate day fasting journey that I started at the beginning of this year. Last night, I broke my 4th 42 plus hour back-to-back fast, currently working on my 5th. So I'll set the stage for you here. The last couple of videos, I've been talking about how my weight has been steadily dropping. My refeed weigh-in weights, as well as my fasted weigh-in weights, except for yesterday. So on the 8th of January, I weighed in at 140 pounds. And if you compare that to the 6th of January, 139.8. Now I know what you're thinking, Jerome, that's 0.2 pounds of a difference. What's the big deal? You've been talking about not worrying about the scale, and yes, I totally get that. And I know I'm talking in different perspectives right now, but I'm not going to lie. When I saw 140 pounds, it really kind of put me in a bad headspace. I was like, I thought I was going to continue dropping until I got to maybe 135 pounds, and then I would be back in that range I was really looking for. Is 140 really where I'm at right now? And I just had a ton of questions coming through my head. I've been doing this long enough to know that consistency is important and that I have to trust the process. Sometimes I have that little voice in my head that eats away, that tells me the numbers are not where they need to be and you're not working hard enough. And this is a process. This is something that I am learning day by day. Anyway, I let it slide. I did what I had to do. I moved on. So let's go ahead and let's talk about the refeeding process. So when I refed yesterday, everything was normal. Actually, I didn't even have to film. It was going to be a more relaxing day. And I decided I would do something different. I decided I would order in or order delivery. So I ordered Wingstop on DoorDash, and I ordered that about an hour into my refeed because I had eaten, the foods I normally eat beforehand. And what ended up happening is my order on DoorDash, after 45 minutes of ordering it, got canceled. DoorDash just completely canceled it. They didn't really give me an explanation, and that was 45 minutes later. I have been pretty strict on keeping my refeeding window at around 2 to 3 hours, and lately it's been a much lower version of that, like right at the 2-hour mark. So to now know that an hour and 45 minutes in, my DoorDash order got canceled and I had to reorder and wait another 45 minutes, I knew that it was gonna throw the timing off. Again, not the biggest deal in the world, but to me, everything felt like it was going off the rails. Anyway, about 2.5 hours or 2 hours and 45 minutes into my refeed, I'm eating what I'm eating dessert. And then towards the end of the night, I realized that I didn't have my phone. Somebody had stolen my phone out of my apartment. So when I went on my computer to track where my phone was, because my phone has GPS on it, it had traveled from Chicago, Illinois, 35 or 30 miles west to Schaumburg, a west suburb of Chicago. So I'm not going to get into the details of all of that right now. I will eventually, but you can only imagine the way I felt after all of that. The numbers on the scale were not where I wanted them. DoorDash canceled my order, and then I had to reorder and wait another 45 minutes, pushing my refeeding window. And then my phone got stolen. I did take that opportunity as an excuse to overeat. If you look at the calorie count on my first 3 refeeds, you'll see that it averaged out to 5,087 calories. But last night, I ate 6,905. And then if you look at the refeeding windows of my first 3 fasts, that averaged out to 2 hours and 3 minutes. Last night, my refeeding window was 3 hours and 37 minutes, about, an hour and a half longer. Here's where the important part kicks in. It could have been worse. I know me, and I know what I'm capable of, and I know what I've done in the past, and not even in the too far past. 6,900 calories could have easily been 10,000 calories, 12,000 calories. The refeeding window of 3 hours and 37 minutes could have been 6 hours. I could be eating today, right now, instead of making this video. Today I had an appointment with my trainer at the gym. I could have easily canceled that. I didn't have to go for my walk, but I did. So what's changing here? What is happening with my habits that's kind of like shifting? How have I been able to consistently do something for almost 16 months now, even when I have my ups and downs? Why aren't these downs lasting longer than just a couple of days or past a week or rolling into weeks, into months? And honestly, I think a big reason for this is because of my consistency, because I just keep trying and trying and trying again, despite failing, despite things not being perfect, despite somebody stealing my phone right out of my goddamn apartment. I keep going. I don't let a lot of those things consume me, even though they do at times. I am still trying to make the right choices here to at least delay, minimize, hold back the damage that I know I can cause. I talk about this because a lot of people have similar questions. How are you able to consistently do this? How can you go for this long? What happens if X, Y, and Z? And honestly, like I said in my last video, for a lot of you, if you have a lot of doubts or how is he able to do this, it's because I've just been continuously doing it over and over and over again. I am learning from my experience. I'm learning from my mistakes. I'm learning from my successes. I'm taking it in stride, and then I'm doing it again. And then I'm adapting to it, like refining it, trying to make things better. You guys have seen the process. That's why the number of hours in fasting has changed. That's why the refeeding window has changed. That's why even the calories are changing, despite me having the biggest issue when it comes to overeating. You won't know what you're capable of until you do it. And you know what I did with all of that extra caloric intake is I worked my ass off today. I walked 5 miles today when I didn't have to. Typically, I'll only walk 3 miles during my strength training. Plus, this was with my trainer today, and he not literally, he did kick my ass today. I was so tired by the time I came back home that while I was trying to work on this video, I fell asleep on my couch because I was just trying to take a break. I was so physically drained, but I told myself, you're going to work your ass off today. So when he had me do the battle ropes and when he had me doing like just everything, I was trying to put as much effort into it because I was like, I might as well. I put all those calories into me. Let it work for me. Feel free to check out patreon.com/finallyfasting for one-on-one coaching, for accountability check-in posts, and if you'd just like to support. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.